volles Webinar heute auf unseren Workshop heute, denn wir werden heute was richtig Krasses machen, was wir noch nie gemacht haben, denn wir werden heute einen Special Guest haben, und zwar eine Diamond-Direktorin. Sie ist ganz, ganz knapp dieses Jahr dran vorbeigeschlittert, 1 Million zu verdienen. Also sie wäre fast Einkommensmillionär geworden, ist ganz knapp dran vorbeigeschlittert, und was mich am meisten begeistert, ist einfach, dass sie so krass verzehnfacht haben. Also die hatten eine Zeit lang einfach 100 Leute im Webinar. Ihr kennt ja unsere Opportunity Meetings, die wir immer mittwochs haben um 20 Uhr. Also man lädt da drauf Interessenten ein und guckt sich das selber an, um selber besser zu werden im Präsentieren. Und auf diesen Opportunity Meetings, die sie natürlich auch machen in ihrer Sprache, einmal die Woche, ist es so, dass die einfach früher 100 Teilnehmer hatten und jetzt haben sie 1000 Teilnehmer. Und nicht nur einmal, sondern 2 Wochen, 3 Wochen, 4 Wochen in Folge. Ihr Ziel ist es, Double Diamond zu gehen, und ich bin unglaublich dankbar, dass wir sie heute am Start haben. Sie ist noch nicht drin. Sie ist gerade in Las Vegas, weil sie selbst bei Eric Worre war, bei ihm privat auch eingeladen war. Ich sehe gerade, sie ist drin, und ich freue mich riesig, dass sie heute mit am Start ist bei uns, dass sie ihre Geschichte teilt und dass sie uns einfach erzählt, was die Libanesen anders machen als wir Deutschen, warum die so ein krasses Wachstum haben. Und ich bin unglaublich dankbar, dass sie hier mit uns zusammen ist. And Jinan, I hope you can hear me. Now I have to switch in English so you understand everything. So we're very, very grateful to have you with us. And we are looking forward to crack the code, what to do after the event, to crack the code, how you guys are really like improving, accelerating, and bringing whole network marketing to a total different level. Everybody knows that you guys set an example with 1,000 people in the opportunity meeting, and we love to hear from you. And so I just pass over the word to you. Please share your story, share with us the secrets, and share with us how you guys do it. It's insane.
Hi, Katja, I miss you. Since you came to Dubai, I went out. It's crazy. I wanted to see you. How are you doing? Well, thank you for inviting me today. I know Valeria is also here. She was texting me. So I miss you, ladies. You are doing amazing. I can't wait to celebrate your diamond rank very, very, very soon. I know it's going to be very soon for both of you. So I'm so excited for that. And thank you for having me today on this call. I have no clue what time is it in your countries. I know it's 11:30 p.m. in Dubai. So that I know, it's a 12 hours difference. The rest, it's 8:30.
In Germany, it's 8:30 p.m.
It's good. It's good. In Germany, it's good. It's a good time. So thank you guys for having me on this. I hope, Katja, I can bring as much value with the time that I have. But I'm good because Fabi, Danian, and Giorgio Stefania, they went on a call with Kyle. So I said, okay, this is my chance to come and make this phone call, so I am waiting for them to finish that call to meet them again. So like the stars aligned for this call. I know, Katja, the points that you sent me, but can you tell me exactly which elements you want to focus on?
Let's do it like
hours workshop.
Yes, let's do it like an interview, because I can ask you questions, and let's keep it like in English, because we really appreciate your time. And afterwards, once you leave it, I can translate everything like in German, like wrap up the points. Okay, so we are very grateful to have you with us. And once Anna and me have been on your workshop, we really felt the difference. But let's start, before talking about the workshop, let's start with your story. Can you please share your story for all the people who don't know you yet?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna share the quick story. Okay. I started Jeunesse 5 years ago. I say this was the smartest decision of my life. First year we made Sapphire Elite. second year we made ruby, third year we made emerald, and in 4.5 years, in February 2021, we became diamonds. And now we started planning for the double diamond rank, and we start something called the 90 days run in January, and hopefully we are planning that the double diamond rank is going to happen in the next 6 months, because you need to hit and you need to solidify, so it needs 2 months of qualifying. So this is what's possible for us in Jeunesse, and we have been able to do this from Lebanon. We do not have any credit cards. The banks stole the people, so all the money is gone. The banks and the government, they stole the money. We have a devaluation of the Lebanese pound, and this means that a doctor used to make $6,000 a month with Jeunesse, a month in his career. Now the doctor makes only $400 because of the devaluation. The minimum payment used to be $600 a month. Now the minimum payment, the minimum wage is around $35 a month. People who work in the bank now make around $80 a month, $80 a month. So we have had an explosion. We have had all kinds of problems until today. If you go to the Lebanese shop, we have 70% of the products out of stock. They are missing. So we do not have these products inside the country. And we are building next week on the 15th of December. We have a huge event in Beirut. Stefania is going for the first time, and we are going to have more than 1,000 people in the event. So everything is possible, guys. Like every problem you face, you will still make a big business. Don't worry. So this is the fast story with Jeunesse.
Yes, amazing. And what I figured out is like you guys are doing the same thing like we are doing, totally following Eric Worre. But what we figured out is, like you talked about in the workshop, you talked about building the character, you talked about the enough line, you talked about the self-talk, the self-talk, which is very important. So can you please share your thoughts, your ideas about these points? Like, what is network marketing for you, and how come that the people with you are like speaking their truth and not dealing so much with rejection? Or how do you help the people to deal with rejection?
Yeah, we deal with rejection, but I teach them a way to look. Yesterday I saw Lisa Nichols in Eric Worre's house, and she was saying the same thing. She said, when you speak to people's soul, it doesn't matter what they need to buy to reach what they want. Makes sense? How many people don't understand English, Katya? I feel bad.
No. The most people understand. Like, it's really the most people, like, I think like 85%, 90%, everybody understands.
Okay, good.
Almost everybody understands English.
Okay, so with what Lisa Nichols said, basically she means this: when you speak your truth, when you share your story, people, one, respect you, people appreciate you, and some of them want to join you, but all of them, they want to support you. Of course, you will have the few stupid people that, you know, like they are just mean. They are bad people on the inside. It has nothing to do with Jeunesse. You can be dancing, you can be doing something new, you can be learning something new. They will always be bad. They will always be negative. So it has nothing to do about Jeunesse. But the point is, we are not really selling the product or the business. We are really selling what people want. And this is why I teach the people, my team, the importance of Stop pitching the business, stop pitching the product, stop trying to sell jeunesse to other people. Just speak your story, share your story, share why you decided to start the business, share why business. Like, there's a big difference if I talk to, let's say, I think like this is easy, Jessica, and say, hey Jessica, listen, I have this incredible product, it's amazing, it will remove your wrinkles, it will do this, and listen, by the way, Jessica, if you join me you can make money. This is one way of inviting, it does work, but here's how I do it. I say, hey Jessica, listen, I respect you and I love you, and I know that you respect me and love me as well, and here's the thing. 5 years ago, I decided I don't want to be afraid anymore, because I didn't want to live in fear. I was afraid of my country. I was afraid of my family's future. I wasn't sure what's going to happen to them. I was afraid of the government. I was afraid of the economy. So I said, this cannot be my future. I cannot accept that my father stands in line to take his medication and to check if he can get gas or bread. And I said, I need to do something. So I started searching, and I decided to become a businesswoman. I decided to be independent. I decided to speak my truth, and I decided to go after my passions and my dreams. And this is how I partnered up with my friend, and we found this incredible brand, this incredible franchise. And now we are just building it around the world. And I want you to help me. I'm not sure you would be interested in it, but I'm sure you are going to help me, connect me with the right people to help me build. There's a difference in these two. People will not say, oh, no, I don't want to hear anything about it because I don't want to help you. You understand me? So not everybody is designed for this business. But when we speak to people's souls, like Lisa said this example yesterday, she said, listen, Katya, I know what you want. I know you want your freedom. I know you want a better future for your kids, and I can help you do this because I have a way, and we did it, and together we can hold hands and we can do it together. Now, to do this, I just need you to buy this product first so that we will have a chance to build a business together and make that happen. She's gonna buy the product because this product is gonna get her what she wants, which is a better future and a better, like a better future for her and her kids. But if I go with this product first, hey, Katya, I have an opportunity. It's the most incredible opportunity in the world. And you don't pay a lot of money. You pay some money, but then again, you can build an international business, and it's called network marketing. And it's this and this and this and this. She might be interested, yes, if she is aligned with what she wants and she sees that, oh my God, I can get what I want through this. But if she's not that bright, if she's not aligned with what she wants, she will miss all the point. And if she's not interested for herself, she's not going to be really interested in helping you. You just want people to listen. And if we want people to listen, we just need to share our story. Yesterday, Dean Graciosi said it in the workshop. He said, first, story, and then teach, and then action. You remember, Katya, he said story, teach, and action. And hey guys, I was like you, I was in fear. I didn't know what to do with my future. I had no way out with my family. But then I decided this cannot go on like this. I decided I needed to do something for myself. And this is how I started building my business. And I discovered that building a business is easier and simpler now in the online world. And I started, and it completely changed the way I think. It completely changed the way I operate. And now I have the right tools and the right mindset to build an incredible future. This is the second part, the education. And then why don't I share some information with you? Because I feel if you listen to this information, maybe you and I can collaborate somehow. So this is the action. You see, there's 1 million ways of doing it. There's 1 million ways of saying it. If you say, hey, I need you to watch this video, and then I need you to buy this product, because when you do, we will have a real chance to collaborate together, you and I. They're gonna say yes. They're gonna say yes, because we are speaking to people's soul. We are speaking to what they want and what they desire. And this is a big difference from making an Instagram post and saying, hey, you want to make $10,000 a month, click on this link. You see, so this is the importance of the story. 99% of sales happen with stories, and it happens by sharing stories. I don't try to sell jeunesse. I don't try to sell the business. I don't try to sell the product even. I just, every time I speak my story. I share, I say, hey, listen, I used to live in fear just like you. I didn't know what to do. I had no clue how to get myself and my family out. And I had no clue how I can protect my family and keep them safe, until I discovered that I needed to build my own business. And I was so afraid because I never did it before. But I said, Jinan, it's easier for you to learn and build a business than stay where you are and not be able to keep your family safe. So 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I took that decision. I started learning, I started growing, and it completely changed my life. And I know everything you need to help you. And I am willing to teach you everything we need, because together we can do something big. Do you want to join me? They will say yes. They don't need to know the compensation plan. Last time I explained the compensation plan was maybe 4 years ago. I don't explain the compensation plan. I have it recorded on a video. And when somebody asks, by the way, Jinan, how do we make money? I say, oh, okay, watch this video. I don't talk about the compensation plan. You know what? I never even once said how much money I make. Not once. I don't say how much money I make, because I found, one, people don't care. Two, some people will think like you are flashing your money, like you are snobby, and oh, so you make $40,000 now, And three, some people are afraid of big numbers. It does not inspire them. They don't believe it's possible for them. The numbers don't matter to people. Not once I say how much money I make. I don't answer. If somebody asks me, how much money do you make? I don't answer. I say, how much money do you want? And if they say I need to make $5,000, I say, perfect. I can help you do exactly that, because I did that in my first year in the business. You see, so it's all about sharing your story. This is what Katya said, speaking your truth, speaking who you are. If you're a mother and your kids are your reason, you share that. If you're a man and you want to provide for your family, you share that. If you're young and you want to drive 10 Ferraris, you share that, because you are going to attract the people who want the same thing, And if you share your story, you say, hey, listen, you know what? I get sick of all the other people live this extravagant life, the luxury life, and I am here driving a shitty car, living in my shitty apartment, like eating shitty food. I decided I deserve a luxurious life. So 4 years ago, I decided to start my own business, and this is where I'm going now. And I understand if this might be interesting for you or not, but the same way that got me to a luxurious life is the same thing that will help protect your family and kids. Do you want to know more about it? You can connect with everybody when you speak your story. People try to change their story depending on who are they sitting with. I never change my story. I always share that I wanted to protect my family. And if I have somebody facing me who doesn't care about the family, like he wants to drive 10 Lamborghinis, I would say, hey, listen, the same business that got me to protect my family is the same business that's going to get you the 10 Lamborghinis. Now, do you want to start working on that? And people will say, at least, yes, I want to listen. We just want them to listen. But here's the good part. We want people to listen, not join. Because if I have more people listening to me, some of them will join, Some of them will introduce me to somebody else because they love me, like me, and want to help me. And some of them will just buy products because they want to support my mission and they respect my why. But if I only try to recruit, those people didn't listen to me. They said no too early. So I lost the people who wanted to send me referrals, and I lost the people who wanted to buy products and help me somehow. You see, the goal is to get people to listen, not to join. I want 100 people out of 100 people I speak to listen to me, to listen to my voice, and let them decide what they want to do. Do they want to become a customer, a distributor, support me, help me, send me referrals? It's an open thing. But I want them to listen to me. I don't want them to join. So if you share your story, you will have more people listening. Once you have their attention, once they listen, you will be able to help them decide what they want to do. But if they like you, if they respect you, if they love your story and your journey, they are going to find a way to help you. See, most objections come because people feel we are trying to sell them. Like really, I have to say, last time somebody told me, oh, this is a pyramid, was maybe 3 years ago. The last time somebody told me they don't have time was 3 years ago. The last time, now the only objection I have is, Jinan, I do not have the money, because really Lebanese people don't have money. They are barely eating, I don't have business only in Lebanon, but 60% of my team is in Lebanon. Our sales are in 7 countries, but the core leadership, 60% of it is in Lebanon. So that's why we talk a lot about Lebanon. So the 2 conversations I have now, Jinan, I do not have the money. And then I help them come out with the money to start the business if they are worthy. And the second objection, it's about them. Oh, Jinan, but I am not so good, because it reflects their weaknesses. This is the only conversation I have. Nobody asks me, is this legal? Is this not legal? Is this working, not working? Does this sell? Does this not sell? And the same for my team. Very few people are getting these objections. They get it, but it doesn't come a lot, because we share stories. We talk stories, like we share. Listen, I used to work in a bank, and 3 years ago, I decided I wanted to start my own business, because working in a bank, I felt I did not have the security. I did not have the future that I wanted. So at the same time, part-time, I started building this cute little business, and I said, let me see what it does. But when the crisis hit, when the devaluation came, when I lost my job, I found out, thank God I started my own business, because now this business that was just a part-time little thing is generating everything I need to support and help my family. So that was the smartest decision I took. And I realized this is such a powerful thing. Everybody needs to have their own business. And this is why I am reaching out to you. I'm not sure you might be interested, but I know you can connect me to people who were in my same situation and are looking for a way out. You see, stories, the power of telling a story well enough, quick enough, well enough, just to get people to listen. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm trying.
It makes absolutely sense. So please drop some hearts for Jinan in the chat, and we're very, very grateful. It's insane. For me, it changed like everything. And one point also, which is sticking together, is you always talk, if you talk about network marketing, you talk about building your character. So can you share some ideas how you see it, and what does network marketing, what is network marketing with character in common?
Yeah, not just network marketing, everything in life. I always talk about 3 things, which are now 2022 is coming. Most people have no clue what to do with the business. No clue. They are praying that the holidays are gone, and then the leader is going to call us and tell us what to do. Most people are hoping that the leader will figure out what needs to be done and tell them, okay, now we need to do this. But this is not how we become a ruby, emerald, and diamond, and double diamond, and whatsoever. We need to do different things. So I always talk about three things. Number one, it's first, we need to build the character before we build the rank. Like, we need to build the human. We need to build the human diamond before the rank of a diamond comes. Have you noticed that the diamonds always, no exception, all the diamonds, different personalities, different backgrounds, different everything, they all have a different confidence. They all have a different posture. They all have a different attitude. They all have a different way of talking. They all have a different way of standing. They all have a different way of speaking. They all have a different way in conviction. They all have 100% confidence in what they are doing, because they have a character that deserves the money of a diamond. So first, we need to build the character. And two, we need to build a plan. A plan. Where are my events? Where are my trainings? What is my promotions? Where are my leadership? Where is the inventory? We need a plan. And number three, we just need to go into execution. Like, we need to set the DMOs, daily method of operation. Like, what should I do every day online? What should I do every day in my business? What should I do every day in my team? Everybody is busy, but not everybody is building a business. You talk to people and they tell you, oh, I work, Jeunesse, 5 hours a day. What are you doing 5 hours a day? They are busy doing something, talking to each other, you know. They say, oh, I called my upline and I called my sideline and I checked with Katya, and I don't know, my downline had a baby, so I spoke to her, you know, but they're not building the business. So we need to identify what needs to be done on daily basis. Like, what are the daily method of operation, or the money producing activities, or business producing activities, and only do that. So why do I talk first about character? Why? If I teach Katya the same skills, and I teach Valeria the same skills, they both watch the same training, they both listen to the same words, okay? One of them will tell you, oh, Jinan, I spoke to 100 people, nobody signed up. And another one is going to say, wow, this training changed my life. I started applying and I have now 30 people with me on the team. It's the same training. And it's the same people. And it's the same company. And it's the same leadership. And it's the same system. What's different? What's different is the person. It's the character. Who they are. One character makes people believe in them, another does not. One character makes people follow them, another does not. One character makes people feel they know what they are doing and saying, and another character does not. So first, before we learn the skills, before we learn the words, before we learn what should I do, before we learn the action, we need to build the character of an elite, the character of a ruby, the character of a diamond. You cannot speak rich if you are thinking poor. You understand me? You cannot speak rich if you are thinking poor. You cannot speak leadership if you have doubts. You cannot speak confidence if you do not believe in yourself. You cannot tell people you can change your life if you are afraid and thinking to quit the business next month. Whatever you do, whatever you say is not important. It's the energy behind it and the character behind it that's important. Now, what I love is 100% of our character is our own making. Our own making. Our past, our moms, our dads, our belief system does not matter. It's in the past. From today, we can decide to have a different character. We can decide to have a different programming. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to share with you something. As a woman from the Middle East, I was always taught, I was always raised to lower my voice and better not to speak, especially in the presence of men. I was taught to obey the men in my life. First, I needed to obey my father. Then I needed to obey my future husband. And when you have a child, if he's a man and you're a woman, you are taught to obey your own son for the rest of your life. So as a woman coming from the Middle East, I was taught not to have a voice. This is my character. You see, this is my programming. This is what they taught me I should be. And I was like this for a while. I was like this for the first couple of years of my life until I decided no. Until I said, this is a person I no longer want to be. I want to find my own voice and I want to speak. So I needed to build a different character and I needed to build a different programming. And then I had to work on it because if I didn't do anything, my old programming is going to tell me you will never be able to speak on stage because you're a woman. You see, if I kept it to my old programming, it's going to say every time a man leader speaks and you do not agree, you shut up and you don't say anything. But you should see me in meetings, you know, like all the men, especially in the Middle East, you know, like big leaders, they don't know what to do with me because I always speak what I want to speak. They have no clue how to deal with me. You know, I'm a woman, but I speak and they don't understand it. And they are from the Middle East and it's different from the culture. And they look at me and they have no clue what to do, you know? So my point is, we had to change this. We need to build a different character. We need to build a different programming. We need to pay attention to what we say to ourselves. We need to pay attention to what's in our mind. We need to pay attention to what's in our hearts. I'm going to share another story with you guys. Lebanese people have never been free, ever. We have been occupied 400 years by the Turkish. After the Turkish, the French came for 30 years. After the French, the Syrians came for 20 years. And it was military occupation. If you speak, you go to jail. If you speak, they kill you and you disappear and people will not be able to find you. So they were never taught, they were never given a chance to be free, ever. When they gave us the chance to be free, we killed each other for 15 years. We created a civil war because this is the only thing we know. Our programming is not a freedom programming. Our programming is not a patriotic programming. Our programming is a programming that says we need to listen and be afraid of the government. Because if we speak, they're going to shoot us and kill us. So we are programmed to be victims of our own countries. But when I saw my own father standing in line to get his medication, standing in line means begging to see if they can give him medication or not. I said, hell with this. I am not a victim. I am not a victim. I'm not going to listen to my government. I don't trust this government. You know? And I had to create the programming that says, Jinan, you are not a victim. Jinan, you cannot trust your government. Jinan, you need to get yourself out. Jinan, you need to build a business. Jinan, you need to move your family. Jinan, you need to go out of Lebanon. Jinan, you need to go to Dubai. Jinan, you cannot give up. Jinan, you cannot have excuses. Even when things were looking amazing, you know, I used to make $4,000 a month as a consultant in Beirut. Life was good for me. But there's this small voice in my head that says, remember, your government can kill you. You need to protect yourself. So in my mind, I had to teach myself the concepts of freedom. And I had to teach myself the concept of not being a victim. And I had to teach myself of I do not accept these standards. You are a different character. You see, it's all about character. What we accept becomes our reality. But the good part is we can create a different reality anytime we choose to create a different character. Now, when you come back to the business, when I started Jeunesse, I was not a strong recruiter, you know, because I was so shy. I was afraid to talk to people. I was an introvert. Even today, I am an introvert. You know, like you put me in a party, it's not comfortable for me. I'm not comfortable in big social, you know. I have, guys, I have to tell to my brain before every event, Jinan, remember to hug the people. Jinan, remember to say good things to everybody you meet. Jinan, remember to smile. I'm not joking. Before every single event, I sit alone in the car and I say this. I say, okay, Jinan, now we have an event. Now listen to me. Listen to me. You need to smile. You need to hug. You need to laugh with people. You need to take pictures because I have to train myself to do that. So because I was not a good recruiter and I was not a very good speaker, I was very shy. I had to create a character that is totally against this. And you know what I used to say? I can show you something. I'm going to share with you something. Oh, I cannot share.
Give me 1 second and you can share. Valeria, can you put her on a host?
Yeah. So I had to change my programming, how I think, how I feel, and I had to repeat it for years. And I'm going to show you something. Really, this is so, like, this is what we do. You know, this is what I always have done, and this is what I always do. I'm going to try to find it 1 second. I do something that's called self-talk, okay? You need to read a book. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Because look what the writer said. The writer said, listen, if you listen to what we say to ourselves, we are so nice to other people. But when we talk to ourselves, nobody talks as mean to us as we talk to ourselves. Nobody. Nobody tells us the horrible things that we say to ourselves. Makes sense, huh? We look at the mirror and we say, oh my God, Jinan, you're so stupid. Oh my God, how can you say this? You are so bad. You don't deserve this. You are so weak. How can you make this mistake? But nobody is this hard on us. We are our biggest enemies. So in this book, he teaches how to create a self-talk. You know, a self-talk is we need to change what we say to ourselves. And if I show you, I don't know how I'm sharing this. Can you see something on the screen?
Yes, we see your screen right now.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna show you something. No. No, 1 second, I'm gonna find this. Okay, by the way, you see, I have the 2019, the full plan. Oh, it's here. I am. You see, this is I am of 2020. This is I am of 2021. And now I am building something called the I am of 2022. I'm going to show you something. I am is the character I create before becoming a diamond. So I'm trying to open it for you. Okay. You see, I say this to myself. Today, I am grateful I'm alive, blah, blah, blah. Look at this. I am financially free. I have more money than I need and money comes to me easily. I have millions. Building the business is effortless and so easy. Today, people are signing up and I attract ethical, like-minded people to join my business and build together. Today, people call me to start. Why? Because I had a problem with recruiting. I didn't find enough people, so I changed it. I said every day people call me to start with me. You see, everyday leaders call me to work with me. Now it became a reality, but I had to say it. You see, now I changed this. I said, I am a double diamond. I'm a millionaire. Before I used to say, I am a diamond. I'm going to show you the old version. Okay, I think this is the old version. It used to say, I am a diamond. Okay. Oh, okay, this is the same version. Okay, so this is what means to create a character that is totally different from the character and the programming that we used to have. And we have to work on this. We have to work on this. People work on the business. They do the meetings, they do the calls, they do the follow-ups, they do the invitation. But when are you working on you? You have to work on you first. So how to build a character? Usually we divide it in many parts. First part, I talk about standards. I always talk about standards. Standards is what you accept, what you do not accept. Yeah, I do not accept to be a weak leader. I do not accept to be a weak inviter. I do not accept to be a victim of my country. I do not accept to see my family struggling and not being able to help. I do not accept to be a weak woman who is always taught what to do by other men. So it's what you accept, what you do not accept. Standards. And in my standards, you have the positive. For example, you know what I say to myself? Okay, this is weird, but I always say this to myself. I say, I am the strongest speaker of Unity Global. I am the most valuable speaker for jeunesse. My voice is a gift because I was not a good speaker. I had to program my mind that I am a good speaker. You see? Standards. 2, we call this the enough line. Like something you say enough. You know, like, for example, I don't need to become a millionaire, but I refuse to live on food stamps. I refuse to let the government take care of me financially. I refuse to, I refuse not being able to pay my bills. I refuse to live in fear. I don't need to drive a Ferrari, but I refuse, to have this shitty car that I have now. It doesn't need to be a Ferrari, but it's my enough line, like what you refuse to have. Okay. Like I used to say, I don't need to make $1 million, but I refuse to be in a situation if my father needs medical assistance or a hospital and I'm not able to provide this for them. I refuse this. Never. I will never forgive myself. Ever. If a doctor calls and says, hey, we need $20,000 for your dad to put him in the hospital. And I would say, oh, but I don't have the money. I will never forgive myself. I refuse to be in that situation. So it's the enough line, the enough line, even in the business, like I refuse to be one of those leaders who are always complaining. I refuse to be one of those leaders who are always talking bad about everybody else. I refuse to be a leader who is weak on stage. I refuse to be a leader and my team I refuse that somebody from my team looks at other leader and says, oh, they are so lucky because they have that person as their leader. I refuse that. I need to become the best leader for my team. I want my team to look at other leaders and say, oh, thank God we have Jinan as a leader. It's in my standards. It's in my enough line. I refuse that. You see, I love other leaders. I'm inspired by other leaders. But the day that somebody from my team looks at other leaders and says, oh, they are so lucky they have that person. I want to sign up with that person. And we are stuck with a leader like Jinan. I do not accept this. So I am willing to make, like now, for example, now, Alexa, turn air conditioning off. Like now, yesterday, they recognized all the people who made $1 million in 2021 in network marketing. And I had 300 people from my team watching that. And everybody started writing for me. And they said, oh, next year we are going to see you being recognized as $1 million earner. They set the standard for me. And then I said to myself, I refuse that my team watches other leaders being recognized as $1 million earners and not their own diamond director. You see, I said, hell no. I said, next year, I am going to be recognized as $1 million Hall of Fame. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do it because I want my team to look at this moment and say, oh my God, one of our own became a millionaire, so we can do it. And I want them to look and say, oh my God, come meet my business partner. She's a self-made millionaire and I want to introduce you to her. Oh, you don't have a leader who's a millionaire? Too bad for you. You should come and see ours, you know? I know it sounds cocky, but you know, but this is the enough line. Like, I refuse that my team doesn't have a millionaire, self-made millionaire in jeunesse. My leaders deserve an upline who knows how to make $1 million in this business, because if they want to make $1 million, I want to be able to show them the way. You see, it's standards. So now when I'm creating, because now I am creating the new self-talk, I say inside of it, I am a millionaire in 2022. My team deserve a double diamond millionaire upline. You see, I put it in writing. It's not enough to wish for it. It's not enough to dream, because if it's a wish, the one time you are having a bad day, your old programming is going to come back. What your mom used to tell you, what your dad used to tell you, what your teacher used to tell you, what your ex used to tell you, what your boyfriend used to tell you, what your abusive husband used to tell you, it's all coming back because of one bad day. If we do not control, I cannot say control, if we do not change our programming. But because I have a voice, every time I sit, I have a voice that says you're a double diamond, double diamond. I'm not joking. When I made diamond, every morning, every night, for 6 months, I wake up and I say, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, all day long. My inside voice is saying, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond. To the point where we made diamond, the next day I woke up and it kept on saying, I'm a diamond. And I said, oh, I need to change that to a double diamond now because the diamond is done. You see? So we have to be clear. You know, some people tell me, Jinan, I don't care about becoming a millionaire. Okay, so what do you care about? I refuse my kids to live in fear because we don't have enough money. I refuse my kids one day to ask me to buy something and I look at them and I say, we don't have money. I refuse that. I refuse my kids to live the same insecurities that I lived. You see? So we have to put that in writing. Number 3. So it's for one, standards, 2, the enough line, and number 3, you need to put all of this in a self-talk, like I showed you. Like I showed you. If you are bad in inviting, say, I am the best inviter in jeunesse. If you are afraid of talking, say, I am the best speaker in my company. Because you become what you believe, and thoughts become words, and your words become things. Okay? We need to build a character. We need a diamond character, because when the diamond character goes to work, the work will bring the volume of a diamond. When a pearl character goes to work, it will bring the volume of a pearl. You understand me? You produce who you are in this business. You do not produce your level of skills. You produce who you are. So we need to change who you are first and create the character that deserves to be called a diamond. Here's what I learned in my first GoPro. Holtenbach said this, okay? He said, thoughts become words. And then he said, words become, oh, before this, there's emotions, but let's skip them. So thoughts become words. If you believe you are weak, you are going to talk weakness. If you believe, by the way, this is a secret. If you believe that the business is hard and you keep saying, hey, Katya, I know the business is hard, but we can make it together, you are going to create a hard business. What you need to say, hey, Katya, the business is so easy, and don't worry, we will do it together. You are going to create a mindset that says, oh my God, this business is so easy. Yeah. So what we say, this is why if you saw in my talk, I say the business is so easy and effortless because I felt the business is so hard. And I said, you know what? I don't want to feel that the business is so hard. So I wrote, the business is so easy. And I kept on saying to people, the business is so easy. I don't speak these languages to my team. I never say, oh, Valeria, the business is hard and you will need to learn and grow a lot. No, I say, listen, the business is so easy. It's just about a couple of things that you need to learn, you need to master. And if you put the hard work that it needs, definitely you're going to make it. So let's go. Okay. So thoughts become words. Words become habits. You know, words become before actions. And repetitive action, when you repeat the action, become habits, and habits shape your character. This is the character that we want. And it all goes back to what's in here, to what we say to ourselves. You understand me? And what we allow the team to say. When somebody comes to me and says, oh, Jinan, the Lebanon is so hard, there are no dollars, it doesn't work, I always stop them. I don't allow them to continue, and I say, Valeria, stop. Be careful what you're saying. Lebanon is not hard. Lebanon is the biggest opportunity of the business. And I'm going to teach you how to use it. So I want you to start thinking. Every time you think about Lebanon, you say, how can I use this opportunity? People think now, all the leaders and all the companies, they want to go and build in Lebanon because they think, oh my God, Lebanon now is the best place to build. No, that's not the point. It's not Lebanon. It's the leadership behind who built Lebanon. If I go to Germany now, I can build Germany. You see, if I come and sit in Las Vegas for 11 days and I decide I'm going to build a team in Las Vegas, I promise you in 11 days, I can have 100 people in Las Vegas on my team. Because I train my mind to say, oh my God, Las Vegas is the biggest opportunity for jeunesse. I'm going to go and find the best people and build an empire with them. So it's not Lebanon. It's the leadership that's there. So this is how we need to build the character. So you need to be careful what you say to yourself, and you need to be careful what you say to your team, and you need to be careful what you allow the team to say to you and to other people. You understand me? So when somebody says, oh my God, the product is too expensive, I say, no. The product is very cheap for what it is. You are not finding the right people who will buy it. So let's focus on how to teach you to find the right people for the product. You see? It's very important. Really, it's very important. So these three things, I promise you, 90% of success is here. 90%. Because the skills, if you go on YouTube and you put Eric Worre, how to talk to people, how to invite, that's it. He will tell you how to invite. Very simple. Eric Worre, how to handle objections. You will find all the videos. It will take you 2 days to learn the skills, 2 days to learn what to say, 2 days to learn the business, and the rest is in the execution. But we need to build the character. We need to know why we are doing this business. And I know Katya is going to teach you about the 7 levels deep why exercise. So that will help you like a lot. And we need to know about the why. We need to master our story. We need to build the character. We need to set the plan, and we need to go into execution.
Amazing. Absolutely, absolutely. Jinan, thank you so much. If somebody wants to ask a question, like ask questions, but we have to make it like quick and short, like maybe maximum 3 questions. But if you have anything you wanted to ask Jinan for like forever since you saw her on stage, then go ahead and ask. Jinan, so one question Anna Herbst asked, so do you speak you just ask by yourself?
Hello. Hello.
So good to see you. You were rocking the stage as usual, Jinan.
Nice. She's another diamond on the team.
Yeah. Jinan, I really appreciate your content, and I really appreciate your input and everything. I have one question, and I think a lot of people also ask this question about the I am self-talk. Is this you actually have out and you read from your paper?
Yes. You know what I did? What I do. Okay. First, I write it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah. So first, I write it like you saw, like I type it, and then what I did in the beginning, because in the beginning it's very weird. Okay, like in the beginning when you make like $300 from the business every month, and you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm a diamond, I'm a millionaire," you're like you're laughing at yourself. It's not like, who am I kidding? So what I did is I recorded it. I recorded it on my phone. And every morning I wake up, I put my earphones and I listen to my own voice saying it. And in the beginning, the first week, it's very weird. You don't believe it. You feel it's a lie. You feel this is bullshit. Well, this is not me, you know? But after a while, you memorize it. You are so used to it, you know, like a song. First time you hear a song, even if you hate the song, if you keep on listening to it, then you start singing it, and then it becomes part of you. You are singing it all the time, yeah, even though you hated it. So first, I listen to it in the morning, I listen to it before I sleep, and I listen to it every time I have a bad moment. And when I used to have my office in Beirut, I used to go to the bathroom, close the door, you know, when I'm having a really bad day, close the door, and I sit in the bathroom alone. I put the earphones in my head and I listen to it. You know, even if you don't feel you want to listen, if you don't believe in it, I just listen, and then you start memorizing it, and then it becomes like a song. You keep repeating it to yourself even when you are not paying attention. So you're going to pay attention to something, like if you are cooking, you are going to find yourself when you are cooking, you are saying it. You are repeating it. It becomes who you are. It becomes part of you. It becomes a new programming. So when something bad happens, the old programming used to say, "Oh, Anna, the business is hard. It's not going to kick in, huh?" The new programming is going to come up and say, "Oh, you don't care. You are strong. You are a diamond. The business is so easy. You are a great speaker. You are a great inviter." And suddenly you are in a good mood. Nothing affects you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there a template, like, is it in the book that you recommend where you have like the template?
No, in the book, they explain about 4 levels of self-talk. They explain about the negative one, the positive one, but read it, it's amazing. What I do, okay, what I learned from Lisa Nichols and the book and The Secret and a little bit of NLP, and, you know, like, this is how I do it, okay? And I teach my team to do the same. First thing, I start with gratitude. you know, because you need to put yourself in a positive emotion, and gratitude is the fastest one. Like, this is why if you see my self-talk, okay, the first thing it says, it starts with, I am grateful for. Let me share it again with you. Desktop. Where was it? Here I am. Today I'm grateful I'm alive. You see? Today I'm grateful I'm alive. It starts with, what are you grateful for? And two, I start with something spiritual, you know, like, why? Because most people feel better when they feel like there's a God or there's somebody helping them, you know, like it's not only me, I'm not alone. So one, it's gratitude. Two, it's like spiritual. I don't know how you say this. I don't know, like whatever you believe in, you know, like it can be God, universe, energies, whatever, but it's very important to say, today I am not alone. Today the universe is guiding me. Today God is helping me. Today my ancestors are supporting me. Whatever you believe in, something that says, today I am not alone, because it helps emotionally a lot. So it's just a thing that says, I am not alone. I am guided, I am helped, I am supported, I am loved, you know. Three, I divided, I call it the I am. Like, I am strong, I am a leader, I am a finisher, I am a doer, I never give up. It's I am. And here there's a part that's financial, let's say business. But also I started with the part that is related to the character. Like, if you are shy, you say, I am confident, I am strong. If you are miserable, you say, I am happy. So it's character. I am strong, I am happy, I am capable, I deserve success. I don't know, success comes to me, you know, like these things. Then you do the financial, then you do the business, then you can do the health. For people who are a little bit sick, you can say, I am healthy, you know, my body is, I don't know, healthy, things like this. Whatever you want, just put everything. You can put relationships. I am loved, I am respected, I am valued, I am cherished, I am supported, I am helped, I am guided. And I recommend for the business, go in deep. Like, I am a diamond director in 2022. I am a great speaker. I am the strongest inviter on my team. My team is growing. I said this, my team is growing every day. My leaders are making money. My leaders are happy. My leaders are the strongest leaders in the company. I wrote all of these things. Go details. It helps. It helps a lot.
Thank you so much, Jinan. Really appreciate it.
Amazing. Jinan, we have 2 questions. If you have like 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I think so. Romy asks, do you tell your story without building a relationship level, like directly?
That's a very tricky question. Okay, Romy, here's the thing. When you master telling your story, you will be able to say it on different levels. To explain to you, for example, I am now in Las Vegas. I went to Eric Worre's house. I met people that I meet for the first time. And they ask me, who are you? Like, my name is Ron, who are you? And I say, hi, I'm Jinan from Lebanon. So it's the first time you are trying to build this. You are meeting these people. And then they ask you, so how long have you been in the business? What do you do? Then you need to immediately say a different story. And when you meet somebody on the street, you say a different story. When somebody asks you on a webinar, you say a different story. I don't know if you're understanding my point. Your question is about inviting. Your question is saying your story to invite to get something. This is the mindset that I want you to stop using. Sharing your story does not mean I share my story because I want Katya to sign up with me. Sharing your story is about meeting the people. If they ask you, what do? You share. If they never ask you, why would you share? They don't care. You don't force your story on them. So there is no one recipe, like a system that says, okay, no, Romy, you meet Katya, you say hello, and then you share your story, and then you send the link. No, Katya is a human. If Katya is going through a bad day and she doesn't care about your story, you don't force your story. What you do is you build a connection with Katya. What do? Are you okay? It's nice to see you. How are you doing? Like, let us start becoming humans again. People forgot to be humans. Let's just be humans again. And if you are a human enough, like you meet Katya, I never pitch the business in the same moment because I like to be in control of the conversation. So even if Katya asks me, I share my story and I say, Katya, by the way, give me your number. And in the next 2 days, I will be free from Las Vegas and I'm going to connect with you and I will help you with more information. Do you understand me? So I decide when I invite. I don't hunt, I don't go around in the street waiting for people to tell me, Jinan, what do you do so that I can pitch? Jinan, what do you do? I share a story, I take the number, I connect, I check on Katya, what do you do? What are you doing in Vegas? I qualify Katya, I build a relationship. I see if I like Katya, maybe she's a freaking psycho. Maybe I don't want her in the business. Why are you pitching a total psycho? So first, I qualify Katya and I decide when I want to invite Katya. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. Like, I don't want you to be confused.
Absolutely. She already said thank you. She understands. Yeah.
Yeah, just meet the people. And when you decide you want to invite, you have hundreds of people. You just call them. I'm going to show you very quickly this. Look, I have, if you see this, it's called prospects on my notes. And look at this. All these people, they are connections from Instagram. You see them? They are people in the last 2 weeks who came to me on Instagram or I met. I qualified them. I built a relationship. I took the numbers. I did not pitch because I cannot pitch. I am in Las Vegas and then flying to Beirut. I'm not in a recruiting phase, but I built the relationship. In January, when I start my 90 days campaign, I will call all of them because they are qualified. I build the relationship. I like them. They like me. I respect them. They respect me. So when I go on a recruiting phase, I just go one by one. Hey, Anna, how are you? You remember we connected from Dubai and I told you I'm going to contact you again. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, we are building this huge project for the next 90 days. I said I wanted to talk to you. When is a good time to speak? You see? But we don't meet people. She looks good as a prospect. I'm going to hunt her down. Just meet the people.
Wow. So valuable. Thank you so much. So Michael asked, wait a second, how can we get more people listen to our stories? Like 1,000 people on a webinar. You're famous that for, Jinan.
Oh, for the 1,000 people, it's not only me, it's my team. All the team was inviting prospects. Is this the question?
Yeah, so basically the question is how can, or Michael, you can unmute yourself. You speak perfect English. You can ask by yourself.
Yes, hi Jinan. Thanks for.
Hi Michael.
Yeah, my question was how can we get more people to listen to our stories? It's teamwork, 1,000 people on a webinar, but how can every one of us get 10 or 20 people more listen to their stories?
Is it how to find prospects?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
okay.
kind of.
Yeah, well, did you create a list when you started the business and spoke to all?
Yes, I did.
How many people have you talked to so far?
I don't know exactly the number, but when I started, I wrote a list around 150 people, I would say.
And you spoke to 150 people?
I spoke to them like in the chat, but not in a meeting.
Okay, so here's the thing, okay? Having a list of 150 people to start with is very small. It means you have tried to select the people you wanted to speak to and those you didn't want to speak to, if it makes sense. So for a new person, I would highly recommend you write down every single person that you have ever known, contacted on your Facebook, on your Instagram, everywhere, and start building relationship with those people, connect again with those people. And then after building like a couple of days of relationship, invite them. Invite them does not mean saying hi, hello, how are you on Instagram or WhatsApp. Inviting them means like, hey, Michael, I have something very important to talk to you about. I need your support. I need your help. I want to discuss something with you. When can we have a conversation? You understand me?
Yes.
So if you have 150 people, and if you invited properly 150 people, you would have signed at least 30 to 40 people from those 150. If you have done a proper invitation. Have you managed to do that?
I signed 15 people from that.
Not bad. Even 15 is not bad. So what you need to do now, you need to go prospecting on purpose. You need to just meet people in the daily life, meet people in your everyday life, and then you need to contact people, communicate with people on social media. I mean, people are everywhere. But my advice, do not look at them as, oh, now I'm meeting this person for jeunesse. No, I just meet people for like, I just meet people. And then, you know, some of them I never talked about jeunesse with them. Some of them we just go have dinner together, and some of them we just go, I don't know, like I ask them for other services, like I need you to come and do videos for me. And not every person I really pitch, but you have a lot of people. Social media, start producing content on social media, stories, lives. Look, to make it short, you have two types of prospecting. You have one type of prospecting that's called attraction, which means you produce value and contact so that people come to your profiles and people come to you, like I'm doing now. Or there's another a prospecting strategy, which is you go to the people. It's inbound and outbound. So inbound, people come to you. Outbound, you go to the people if you are weak in producing content. By that, I mean, what do you like to do in life the most? Hobbies.
Like doing sports, going to gym, reading books. Like I love personal development. That's my passion, I would say.
Perfect. How many personal development groups and hashtags are you in, part of, or following?
Facebook, I'm in 3 groups right now, and I love solo traveling. That's also one thing where I'm in 2 groups.
Okay, what you need to do, Michael, identify what are the things you love in life. Like you love sports. Which kind of sports? Oh, Jinan, I love tennis. Perfect. Go to Facebook, search for every group about tennis and join that group and engage with people in talking about tennis. You don't talk about jeunesse. You post things about tennis. You post things about your sports. If you like books, you join. There are like thousands of groups on Facebook, not 1 or 2 or 3. You need to join hundreds of groups. And you need to be valuable inside those groups. Like if somebody posted quote about, you know, like if somebody posted a picture about a recent book they are reading, you go and you comment and you say, hey, brother, I saw this book and I read it 2 years ago and I loved it. Which parts did you like the most? How did you think about this and this and this? If you didn't read it, you say, hey, brother, I'm thinking to read this book. What do you think about it? Should I start or is it not worth it? So you have two strategies. It's either you produce content so that people come to you, the inbound approach. It's easy for me because I'm so good at it now. Or the outbound approach, which I teach the people who are shy, new in the business. They go into those groups. You know how many mothers I have inside groups? You know, I have people inside of groups for breastfeeding because they are breastfeeding. And guess what? Somebody puts a message, says, oh, I have this problem with breastfeeding with baby, and they type and they communicate. And sometimes a mother would say, I'm so exhausted, I'm not happy. And they, no, continue, motivation. And every now and then, you are going to see people asking for recommendations there. Like a mother would say, guys, I am exhausted all the time. I feel so tired. What do you think? I feel I need supplements. What do you recommend? And what my team does, they go immediately in private conversation with her because they are very good friends now. And they say, hey, Katya, I saw your post. I'm so sorry you are feeling this way, but you know what helped me? I took these supplements called AMPM and they changed my life after a breastfeeding, and I recommend the same. Do you want more information about it? It's so easy, guys. It's so easy. If you like Ferraris, you should be in 100 Facebook groups about Ferraris. If you love tennis, you should join 100 groups about tennis and communicate and talk and chat and type and post. If you love traveling, you know, you go inside all of the traveling groups and you post your picture flying to Dubai, and you take a picture and you post it inside the group and you say, guys, this was my first time in Dubai. How was yours? You know, you create value. And then somebody is going to start talking to you and saying, hey, Michael, I want to go to Dubai. What do you think about it? And then you say, yeah, go, blah, blah, blah. By the way, what do you do? Oh, this is so exciting. This is what I do. Maybe we can collaborate together. I don't know how to explain to you how easy it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's so easy. You know, just people are not doing it, but it's so easy. So every time you need prospects, you need people, decide, do I want to go? And if you're new, do both. Start producing content, but also go inside the groups. Same thing for hashtags on Instagram. Follow hashtags entrepreneurship, follow hashtags tennis, follow hashtags Ferrari, follow hashtags mothers who breastfeed. And like and share and communicate. By the way, I think Anna watched a training on the accelerator, how to do that. It's so easy. Yeah.
Yes, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's still mind-blowing.
This world has 7 billion people. 2 billion of them are online. You'll find them.
Amazing.
Really easy.
Super, super cool. Jinan,
in your self-talk, Michael, put, I find prospects every single day.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, my laptop is turning off.
Yes, Jinan, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We're grateful. We're looking forward to celebrate you as a double diamond in Dubai. Everybody of us will be there, will cheer and will clap, and we're so, so grateful for you. Thank you for your time. Ihr Lieben, was wir jetzt machen ist, wir brauchen einen Profi. Also ich denke, dass ihr versteht, dass ich safe auf jeden Fall das nicht alles zusammenfassen kann und übersetzen kann, weil es einfach so viel Input war, weil es einfach so kraftvoll war. Und ich bin so begeistert und dankbar, dass Jinan einfach sich die Zeit genommen hat und hier am Start war. Ich glaube, das war für jeden Einzelnen wirklich ein absoluter Breakthrough. Wir können jetzt rausgehen, wir können unser Warum erzählen, wir können Facebook-Gruppen joinen, wir können einfach mit den Leuten kommunizieren und dann mit denen Kontakt aufnehmen und wenn der Zeitpunkt ready ist, dann die inspirieren und mit uns zusammen zu arbeiten. Aber wir haben ja Gott sei Dank einen Profi da. Und für alle, die nicht so gut Englisch verstehen und nicht so gut es verstanden haben, haben wir unsere liebe Mrs. Leaderin hier am Start, Anna Herbst. Und sie ist ja ein Profi, was Übersetzen angeht. Hat ja auch unsere Unity Global Map übersetzt. Für jeden, der noch nicht eine Map hat, bitte hol dir unbedingt die Map. Das ist dein Leitfaden, dein Plan. Ja, sehr cool, sehr cool, sehr cool. Guck mal, die Lieder zeigen sich schon rein. Der Micha hat es am Start, die Valeria hat es am Start. Vielen Dank auch dafür, Anna, dass du uns den Leitfaden gibst mit der Map und alles übersetzt hast. Und du hast, ich habe gesehen, du hast ganz, ganz fleißig mitgeschrieben. Und ja, vielleicht stelle ich auch noch mal kurz vor, vielleicht kennt dich noch nicht jeder, was ich nicht glaube, aber ich glaube, das macht Sinn. Okay, und dann hilf uns einfach, das ein bisschen zusammenzufassen für diejenigen, die nicht so gut Englisch verstehen.
Ja, erst einmal, ich weiß, es war super viel Input und ich weiß, es war auch super krasse Learnings dabei und haut doch einfach mal wirklich eine 8 in den Chat, wenn ihr genauso inspiriert seid wie ich, weil das war so crazy. Und ich möchte euch ganz gerne einfach mal ganz kurz, ehe ich mich gleich vorstelle, eine kurze Story zu dem erzählen, wie ich überhaupt Jinan kennengelernt habe und zu der Power zum Thema Qualify for Everything. Weil ich war ganz, ganz frisch gestartet bei Jeunesse im August letzten Jahres, habe mich gesigned und wusste gar nicht so richtig, was da war, aber damals waren auch Expo-Pakete da. Damals war auch die Möglichkeit da, sich eben für Mexiko zu qualifizieren. Und ich habe mich dann für die Incentive-Reise in diesem Jahr Mexiko qualifiziert und habe im Pool Jinan kennengelernt. Ich wusste überhaupt nicht, wer sie ist. Ich wusste gar nichts, was und wie und wo. Aber was halt total verrückt war für mich, ist einfach, dass sie so ein herzlicher Mensch ist und ich im Endeffekt mit Jinan nach dieser einen Woche Incentive mit Jeunesse noch 3 Wochen mit ihr zusammen reisen durfte. Wir haben ein Bett geteilt, wir waren zusammen schwimmen, wir waren zusammen essen, wir haben gelacht, wir haben getanzt, wir haben aber auch mal geweint. Und ich kann euch einfach nur sagen, das, was sie hier mit uns geteilt hat, ist absolute Magic. Und mit so einer Leichtigkeit, wie sie das macht, mit so einer Freundlichkeit, mit so jedem von uns, dass wir uns diese Zeit geben, uns genauso dahin zu entwickeln, dass wir uns nicht nur vergleichen mit allen anderen, sondern dass wir uns genauso diese Zeit geben, überall dahin zu entwickeln, genauso wie das Jinan gesagt hat. Deswegen ist es umso wichtiger, dass wir hier jetzt das Ganze auch ins Deutsche übersetzen und ich denke, ihr könnt verstehen, dass ich nicht alles wortwörtlich jetzt wiedergeben kann. Ich habe mir wirklich Mühe gegeben. Hier sind einige Notizen, aber am Ende brauche ich auch eure Hilfe. Also dieses Teamwork, ich werde jetzt das wiedergeben, was ich so mitgenommen habe, was die größten Erkenntnisse sind und wenn ihr im Anschluss noch etwas ergänzen wollt, dann sehr, sehr gerne. Für all diejenigen, die mich vielleicht noch nicht kennen, mein Name ist Anna Herbst. Ich komme eigentlich aus Bremen ursprünglich und ich lebe und liebe Reisen. Ich war schon immer sehr, sehr gerne in der Weltgeschichte unterwegs und ich habe eigentlich ursprünglich Übersetzen studiert, war dann ein Jahr im Job. Ich hatte ganze 24 Urlaubstage und dachte immer so, mein Gott, da soll jetzt die nächsten 40 Jahre so weitergehen. Oh, Hilfe. Und bin dann für 2 Jahre mal nach Kolumbien ausgewandert, wo ich mich einfach in diese ganze digitale Online-Welt begeben habe. Und das Krasse war für mich, dass ich mich dann erstmal als Freelancerin selbstständig gemacht habe. Ich habe viel im Bereich Online-Marketing gemacht. Ich habe Webseiten geschrieben, Online-Shops aufgebaut und habe mich da so reingefuchst und fand es damals schon richtig geil, meine eigene Chefin zu sein. Aber ich hatte eine Herausforderung und zwar, wenn ich am Strand lag mein Einkommen auch am Strand und hat sozusagen nichts generiert. Und das heißt, ich habe für mich dann schnell die Entscheidung getroffen, ich werde auf jeden Fall Unternehmerin, habe dann erstmal im Bereich E-Commerce was gestartet und bin dann sozusagen übergeschwungen und habe einfach diese ganze Persönlichkeitsentwicklung da vermisst. Ich wusste überhaupt nicht so richtig, wie ich das überhaupt machen sollte. Mir hat ein Team gefehlt, mir hat ein Mentor gefehlt, mir hat hier so ein Fahrplan hat mir einfach gefehlt, ja. Und das heißt, ich bin dann irgendwann zum Netzwerk gekommen. Ich habe die Infrastruktur kennengelernt, ich habe es nie für mich gesehen, aber ich habe es irgendwann lieben gelernt und inzwischen wertschätze ich es unfassbar doll. Und es hat gerade in diesem Jahr 2021 meinem Leben so viel Positivität verschenkt, so viele tolle Menschen auch. Guck mal, wir sind 55 Menschen hier gerade im Webinar und wir wollen alle das Gleiche. Und das ist einfach so genial. Ich kenne nichts Vergleichbares, wo wir das halt eben auch bekommen. Und deswegen freue ich mich darauf, dass wir alle gemeinsam hier voneinander lernen können. Und vor allen Dingen werde ich jetzt nochmal ganz kurz die größten Learnings teilen, die ich mir hier schnell mitgekritzelt habe. Es ist so ein Denglisch-Misch, bitte verzeiht es mir. Ich versuche es aber nochmal alles so aufzufassen und zu wiederholen, sodass wir auch alle hier mit dem Ziel rausgehen von diesem Workshop, dass wir sagen so, wow, ich kann jetzt auch meinen eigenen Self-Talk schreiben, ich kann mein eigenes I am schreiben. Und das allererste, womit Jinan sozusagen reingestiegen ist, dass sie natürlich gesagt hat, das, was du verkaufen willst, das musst du auch fühlen. Also du musst halt in das Herz der Menschen sprechen. Das hilft nichts, wenn du einfach nur gehst und nach Prospects, also nach neuen Partnern oder nach neuen Kunden jagst, sondern wir müssen wirklich von Herz zu Herz sprechen. Und wenn wir schaffen, die Einladung entsprechend auch von dem Herzen auszusprechen, ist das einfach was ganz, ganz, ganz Kraftvolles. Und sie hat am Anfang gesagt, dass du im Endeffekt 2 Möglichkeiten hast, um einzuladen. Du kannst entweder sagen, also sie hat immer den Namen Jessica benutzt, du kannst entweder sagen, hey Jessica, schau mal, ich habe hier so eine Möglichkeit, online Geld zu verdienen und hat so eine ganz, ganz plumpe Einladung gemacht. Oder du kannst halt einfach hingehen und deine Story erzählen, ja. Du kannst zum Beispiel sagen, vor 2 Jahren saß ich im Büro und ich habe mir die Frage gestellt, soll das so die nächsten 40 Jahre weitergehen? Was ist, wenn ich einfach mal nicht den Winter bei minus 10 Grad verbringen will? Oder ich stand da und habe mir die Frage gestellt, was ist, wenn mal meiner Familie nicht gut geht? Wie kann ich meiner Familie helfen? Und ich habe für mich die Entscheidung getroffen, ein Business zu starten, was mein Leben bislang verändert hat. Und ich glaube, es könnte auch dein Leben verändern. Also sie hat wirklich diese 2 Möglichkeiten so dargestellt, dass du es entweder so dieses, Eric Roy sagt auch immer so ein Beispiel, dass du halt entweder einmal jagen kannst und sozusagen einmal alle abschießen kannst, oder dass du wirklich von Herz zu Herz mit den Menschen sprichst. Und sie sagt halt, oder Jinan hat auch ganz, ganz deutlich gesagt, dass sie in der Einladung auch immer sowas sagt wie, hey, ich weiß ganz genau, was du willst, du wünschst dir mehr Freiheit, du wünschst dir mehr Zeit mit deinen Kindern, du wünschst dir eine bessere Zukunft. Und um genau dahin zu kommen, musst du einfach nur ein Produkt kaufen. Du musst einfach nur Teil von unserer Community werden. Wenn du bei mir bist, zeige ich dir, wie du dahin kommst. Wenn du bei mir bist, nehme ich dich an die Hand, ich gebe dir einen Plan und ich zeige dir ganz genau, wie das funktioniert. Und das ist halt eben die Power von einer wirklichen und ehrlichen Einladung. Und dann hat sie Jinan vor allen Dingen auch noch eine Sache erzählt, dass wir es hinkriegen müssen, dass die Menschen uns zuhören. Also dass es gar nicht darum geht, dass wir den Menschen, dass wir jetzt irgendwie direkt im Gespräch jemanden einladen und für ihn schon entscheiden, hey, du wirst jetzt Kunde, du joinst mein Team, sondern dass wir es hinkriegen müssen, dass einfach so viele Menschen wie möglich uns zuhören. Weil dann haben wir halt verschiedene Möglichkeiten. Die Menschen, die das Business sich anhören und auch selber für sich die Kraft dahinter entscheiden, die werden Partner. Das ist sozusagen Möglichkeit Nummer 1. Möglichkeit Nummer 2 ist, dass manche einfach nur dich weiterempfehlen werden. Das funktioniert im Übrigen hier in Dubai sehr, sehr gut. Da muss man immer einfach ein bisschen testen. Zum Beispiel habe ich jemanden kennengelernt, die Airbnb-Vermieterin von mir hier. Hey, ich bin in Stem Cell und Anti-Aging. Wen kannst du mir empfehlen, mit dem ich mich einfach hier in Dubai connecten müsste? Weißt du, und das ist halt Nummer 2. Dann Nummer 3 ist von den Menschen, die einfach etwas über das Business erfahren ist, dass einfach welche Kunden werden, um dich zu supporten. Also wenn du es sozusagen schaffst, dass je mehr Menschen einfach das hören, was du zu sagen hast, ohne vorher für sie die Entscheidung zu treffen, hey, ich will dich als Partner pitchen, dann kriegst du es hin, dass du verschiedene Ausgangsmöglichkeiten hast. Also, dass du zum einen die Möglichkeit hast, dass manche einfach nur dein Business joinen wollen, manche wollen einfach nur dich weiterempfehlen, andere wiederum wollen einfach nur Produkte kaufen. Und das bedeutet für dich, was Michael halt ja auch eben schon mit Jinan besprochen hat, im Endeffekt, dass für dich gilt zu identifizieren, was macht dir Spaß im Leben, ja, wofür brennst du, und dann geh mehr da rein. Also sie hat gesagt, wenn du zum Beispiel Ferraris liebst, ja, dann geh in 100 Facebook-Gruppen über Ferraris. Wenn du zum Beispiel wie Michael einfach Reisen liebst, wenn du es liebst, Persönlichkeitsentwicklung zu machen, dann geh in sämtliche Sachen rein, die du zu diesem Thema findest. Oder zum Beispiel Melanie ist total in M-Trace drin, oder auch zum Beispiel italienische Feinkost. Dann gehen alle Läden rein, gehen alle Gruppen rein, und dann verbinde dich dort mit den Menschen und fang einfach Konversationen und vor allen Dingen aber auch Beziehungsaufbau an. Und dann können eben diese 3 unterschiedlichen Szenarien entstehen, von denen sie gerade erzählt hat. Und eine Sache, sehr, sehr wichtig auch, dass zu 99% im Business oder im Verkauf eine Story zählt. Das heißt, 99% von einem
Muschel da, Anna, bist du das oder ist hier jemand noch nicht stumm geschaltet?
Was denn?
Tausch die ganze Zeit dazwischen, aber sind alle außer dir stumm geschaltet. Also als würdest du die ganze Zeit neben dem Mikro was machen.
Vielleicht meine Papiere? Gut, dass du es sagst. Ich habe nämlich einen Haufen Notizen hier. Danke. So, dann, genau, dass 99% der Sales oder 99% von Verkauf im Endeffekt Stories sind. Das heißt, je besser wir darin werden, eine Story zu erzählen und je besser wir darin werden, deine eigene Story zu erzählen, desto kraftvoller ist es auch. Und das bedeutet für uns einfach mehr in Bildern sprechen, mehr von Herz zu Herz sprechen und einfach uns mit mehr Menschen zu vernetzen. Und die Übung, die eigentlich am krassesten war, die Jinan, ich schreibe das mal, ich versuche mal kurz, Valeria, kann ich kurz einmal auch das Whiteboard öffnen mit? Das wäre Hammer.
Natürlich, Anna. Moment. Machen wir gleich.
Grazie.
So.
Danke. So, eine Sache, die Jinan hier aufgeschrieben hat, ich werde es einfach mal auf Deutsch mit aufschreiben. Ich glaube, das ist dann auch am besten, das daran zu erklären. Und zwar hat sie gesagt, dass wir halt zuerst den Charakter bauen müssen, um den Rang zu erreichen. Das heißt, den Charakter zu bauen, das bedeutet, du gehst selbstsicherer rein in Gespräche, das bedeutet, du hast eine ganz andere Haltung, du gehst mit ganz anderem Standing rein, du bist offen, du fühlst dich schon wie ein Diamond oder wenn dein Diamond auch so ein bisschen zu groß für dich ist, dann geh doch erstmal auf Sapphire, ja, oder geh auf Ruby oder auf Emerald, aber schau dir doch einfach mal Menschen in unserem Business an, die beispielsweise Ruby sind, die beispielsweise Diamond sind. Wie bewegen die sich? Wie stehen die? Wie artikulieren die sich? Was sagen die den ganzen Tag? Und unser Ziel muss es sein, den Fokus darauf zu legen, den Charakter zuerst zu bauen. Weil dann bauen wir im Endeffekt erst einen Plan drumherum. Und wenn wir diesen Plan haben, können wir sozusagen den Rang, den wir erreichen wollen, reverse engineeren. Also das heißt zurückbauen im Endeffekt. Und danach ist eigentlich erst, dass wir überhaupt an die Ausführung gehen, also ans Executen. Und zum Thema Charakter bauen hat sie eine sehr, sehr spannende Sache gesagt. Und zwar, dass wenn wir in unserer Story unseren Interessenten sagen, hey, mit dieser Möglichkeit kannst du finanziell frei werden und innerlich aber denken, oh Gott, ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich es schaffe, im nächsten Moment höre ich bestimmt auf, dann kann das gar nicht funktionieren. Oder wenn du sagst, mit diesem Business kannst du um die ganze Welt reisen und innerlich denkst, oh Gott, ich glaube, ich könnte es nicht mal nach Frankreich schaffen. Dann funktioniert es halt irgendwie nicht. Das heißt, wir müssen auf jeden Fall hier oben ein paar Stellschrauben umdrehen, damit wir einen Charakter kreieren, der uns genau dahin führt, wohin wir auch wollen. Und im Endeffekt, ich muss mal kurz hier meine Notizen angucken.
Kannst du auf die Enough-Line noch mal kurz eingehen, weil das auch sehr wichtig war, finde ich.
Bitte.
Nee, bei diesem Enough-Line, wo du den Plan gerade aufgezeichnet hast, die 3 Punkte, wo sie gesagt hat, I refuse, ich weigere mich, das und das anzunehmen. Punkt Nummer.
Ja, sag gerne was dazu gerade, Valeria, du hast es gerade präsenter.
Achso, also Punkt Nummer 2 war ja die Enough-Line und einfach auch für sich mal, also zum Thema Standards festzulegen, was will ich und was, also sich bewusst zu machen, was will ich nicht mehr, davon habe ich jetzt genug und dann das zu ersetzen mit, was will ich? Ich will genug Geld haben, wenn meine Eltern beispielsweise oder Familie irgendwie was braucht, denen die Möglichkeit zu geben. Ich will das und das Auto fahren. Ich will Top-Führungskräfte haben, die selbstständig sind. Sich das auch mal nochmal bewusst zu machen.
Genau, richtig, ja. Und sehr, 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 sehr mächtige Worte, die sie genutzt hat, und zwar I refuse. Also ich lehne ab oder ich akzeptiere es nicht, ne? Könnte man zum Beispiel auch einfach sagen. Also wirklich auch da auf die Wortwahl zu achten. Finde ich sehr stark. Und Dann die Schwachstellen umzudrehen. Sorry, ich habe so viele Notes. Dann genau die Schwachstellen umzudrehen. In dem Sinne hat Jinan ein super Beispiel auch mit Micha gemacht. Ne? Also zum Beispiel, dass du aufschreiben sollst, ich treffe jeden Tag potenzielle Partner, potenzielle Kunden mit einer Leichtigkeit. Das zum Beispiel auch reinzubringen. Und das ist sozusagen einfach sehr, sehr wichtig. Und dann das Wichtigste überhaupt war, diese Affirmationen sich zu kreieren, also sich zu schreiben, das Dokument, was sie geteilt hat mit I am. Und ich denke, da können wir selber mal für uns ein Template kreieren. Ich habe mir die einzelnen Punkte aufgeschrieben. Wenn ihr sie auch präsent habt, lasst uns sie gerne auch zusammen irgendwie führen. Auf jeden Fall ist sie darauf eingegangen, dass wir verschiedene Punkte in das I am mit einführen. Und sie hat es erst runtergeschrieben, also für jedes Jahr hat sie sich Affirmationen runtergeschrieben und hat dann erst zum Beispiel mit Dankbarkeit angefangen. Also ich bin dankbar für, oder danke für. Ne? Und sie ist erst mit Dankbarkeit gestartet, dann ist sie darauf eingegangen, was für ein Charakter, also beispielsweise ich bin eine starke Frau, ich bin ein starker Leader, ich bin die beste Sprecherin und hat da ihre Affirmationen kreiert, ist dann auch noch eingegangen auf zum Beispiel Spiritualität, also dich mit etwas Höherem zu vernetzen. Weil es geht ja darum, dass wir an manchen Tagen uns sehr, sehr verloren und sehr einsam fühlen und dass wir einfach wissen, wir sind halt nie alleine, sondern es ist jemand da und unser Weg ist sozusagen vorbestimmt, egal woran wir glauben, ob es Energie ist, ob es Universum ist, ob es Gott ist, wie ihr immer das auch betiteln wollt. Und genau, Samra, ich kann dir helfen, das auch zu erreichen, hat sie auch gesagt. Das ist, genau, sie hat die Leute an die Hand genommen. Und bei dem, dass sie ihre I-Ams kreiert hat, ist sie begonnen mit dem Charakter, ich bin ein Leader, ich beende die Dinge, die ich anfange, also all das, was ihr halt sagen wollt, ich habe es gerade noch auf Englisch präsent. Und dann ist sie sozusagen noch auf die finanziellen Kriterien eingegangen. Ich bin reich oder also das könnt ihr alles für euch so definieren, wie ihr das haben wollt. Dann ist sie auf die Business-Aspekte eingegangen. Ich bin Diamond. Ich bin die stärkste Leaderin. Ich habe glückliche Leader. Ne? Einfach auf diese Punkte. Dann aber auch Erfolg. Dann auf Gesundheit. Ja? Gesundheit ist der Motor für alles. Ohne Gesundheit können wir hier nicht sitzen. Dafür dankbar zu sein und das aufzuschreiben. Und dann natürlich aber auch für Beziehungen. Und was ich auch sehr, sehr stark im Übrigen fand, dass sie in ihren I-Ams reingepackt hat, dass sie zum Beispiel nicht akzeptieren kann, dass ihr Team sie dieses Jahr bei GoPro nicht ausgezeichnet gesehen bekommen hat, dass sie $1 Million verdient hat. Und sie hat sich geschworen, I refuse, also ich akzeptiere es nicht, dass mein Team mich nicht sieht, wie ich zu $1 Million gekürt werde. Das heißt, ihr könnt auch so weit schon gehen, dass ihr die Gedanken umswitcht, dass ihr schon für euer Team denkt. Ja? Zum Beispiel, mein Team soll sehen, dass die sollen einfach auf mich stolz sein als Leaderin. Oder ich bin dankbar für mein Team. Also das könnt ihr alles so umdrehen, wie ihr wollt. Für mich ist es gerade ein bisschen schwierig, das vom Englischen ins Deutsche so richtig zu transformieren. Also Valeria, wenn du das gerade besser in Deutsch ausdrücken kannst, sehr gerne.
Also ich bin eine Vorbildfunktion. Ich bin stark. Ich bin, also Double Diamond, sie geht jetzt gerade auf Double Diamond. Ich bin die Führungskraft, die Menschen zeigt, dass es funktioniert. Das beispielsweise auf Business-Ebene. Dann beispielsweise, ich bin dankbar für meine Gesundheit. Wenn jemand, also das, was du gerade hast, beispielsweise ich bin schüchtern, musst du umdrehen in ich bin extrovertiert. Ich gehe auf Menschen zu. Das, wo du gerade dein Problem hast, wie beispielsweise, ich finde keine Leute, ich kann nicht einladen, ich kann meine Story nicht erzählen. Ich finde jeden Tag neue Menschen, die sich mit mir gerne austauschen. Ich finde jeden Tag neue Menschen, die sich für meine Story interessieren. Ich schaffe es jeden Tag, Menschen einzuladen, sich das Modell anzuschauen, weil sie nach Lösungen suchen. Und also alles, was du gerade in deinem Leben nicht hast, runterschreiben und dann umdrehen. Also wirklich in das umdrehen, was du willst und das dann in Worte formulieren. Und wenn jemand sagt, hey, ich bin mir nicht sicher, also ich gehe jetzt einfach mal davon aus, stelle es jetzt in den Raum, aber ansonsten könnt ihr mir das auch rüberschicken. Ich lese das auch gerne durch und ich denke, jede andere Führungskraft auch und gebe dazu auch nochmal Feedback, ob es in der Formulierung richtig ist. Weil was da auf jeden Fall nicht stehen darf, ist, ich bin nicht beispielsweise, ich will nicht, dass mein Team mich nächstes Jahr nicht auf der Bühne sieht. Dieses nicht in einer Formulierung tut sich halt einfach in deinem Kopf falsch versetzen. Also wenn du es runterschreibst auf dem PC, ich lese jetzt keine Handschriften, das wird wahrscheinlich auch kein anderer Leader machen, sondern wenn du es runterschreibst auf dem PC oder auf dem Handy, dann werden wir es einfach auch kurz gerne überfliegen und auch nochmal gerne zu Feedback geben. Genau, Melanie sagt es gerade auch zum Thema Fühlen. Und genau, also das erste war Dankbarkeit, das zweite war Spiritualität und das dritte war, welchen Charakter möchte ich formen? Auf privater Ebene, auf finanzieller Ebene, auf beruflicher Ebene.
Yes, sehr, sehr geil, Valeria. Genau das ist es, danke. Manchmal ist es so verrückt, wenn man so viele Sprachen im Kopf hat. Vielen, vielen Dank. Und genau sehr wichtig ist auch, Melanie, dass du musst es eben fühlen. Und was ich Jinan noch als erste Frage gefragt hatte, war, wie sie das Ganze für sich nutzt. Das heißt, sie schreibt es runter. Es ist jetzt die perfekte Zeit, Leute, um euer IM für 2022, um euren Charakter, ja, da wo ihr hin wollt, 2022, um den einfach mal zu manifestieren und aufzuschreiben und dann auch den Plan zu machen und dann auch die Action zu machen. Ja, das Allerwichtigste ist eigentlich Action so. Aber das Verrückte ist, ihr könnt euch jetzt mal hinsetzen und wirklich mal runterschreiben, was euer IM ist. Und dann hat sie das Ganze aufgesprochen in ihr Handy und ich weiß nicht, wer es kennt, aber sucht mal einmal gerade bei euch im Telefon unter Dienstprogramm, ich habe ein iPhone, Dienstprogramme und dann Sprachmemos, ja, das heißt so, Sprachmemos, das sieht so aus, hier oben, seht ihr das? So ein Aufnahmedingens. Und da hat sie reingesprochen und das ist nämlich super, super kraftvoll, weil du kannst es einfach dann abspeichern und immer und immer und immer wieder hören. Und das Krasse ist auch morgens, du musst nicht erst dein Handy von Flugmodus, ich sag mal, rausmachen und dann kommt bing, 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 hier die ganzen Meldungen rein, sondern du kannst es auch im Flugmodus offline hören. Und das ist wirklich das Kraftvollste, wenn du es morgens und abends tust, ehe du irgendwas anderes startest oder bevor du ins Bett überhaupt reingehst. Und ja, das waren so meine größten Learnings. Alles, was ich mitgenommen habe, ist natürlich jetzt auch eine kleine Herausforderung, so ein Diamond hier irgendwie adäquat zu übersetzen. Bitte verzeiht mir, aber ich hoffe, wir haben alle was mitgenommen. Und ich würde einfach noch mal kurz das Wort abgeben, weil wir natürlich jetzt einige Learnings hatten, wahrscheinlich ist jetzt hier schon wieder Overload im Kopf, aber mir ist einfach wichtig, dass sie versteht, dass es darum geht, Nummer 1, den Charakter zu bauen, Nummer 2, einen Plan zu machen und Nummer 3, das Ganze auch zu exekuten. Und 1 ist super, 2 ist super und 3 ist auch super, aber nur 3 bringt euch genau dahin, wo ihr 2022 hin wollt. Das bedeutet, Aufgabe an euch ist es, IM zu machen, den Charakter zu bauen. Wenn ihr da Hilfe braucht, wendet euch bitte an jegliche Menschen, denen ihr vertraut, jegliche Führungskräfte auch. Nummer 2 ist es, einen Plan zu machen. Das bedeutet Reverse Engineering. Wenn ihr sagt, ey, ich gehe Ruby, ich gehe Diamond im nächsten Jahr, dann spricht mit uns, ja, lasst uns einen Plan machen, dann sagen wir genau euch, weil it's a numbers game, haben wir jetzt auch schon wieder bei Eric Worre gelernt, bricht das Ganze runter und schaut, und dann schauen wir einfach gemeinsam, ja, darum machen wir das Ganze hier auch im Team, wie viele Einladungen ihr aussprechen müsst, wie viele Menschen ihr kennenlernen müsst. Und dann das dritte ist Execution. Und da scheitert es bei den meisten. Ja, wir alle planen super gerne, wir alle sitzen hier und denken, wow, schon wieder Eric Worre, wow, schon wieder Jinan, wow. Aber im Endeffekt geht es ja darum, wer setzt sich wirklich danach hin, hört jeden Tag seinen neuen Charakter, guckt auf seinen Plan, nicht schreibt seinen neuen Plan, sondern guckt auf seinen Plan und executet. Und gerade zum Thema Execution, ich finde es übrigens sehr, sehr geil. Ich weiß, dass der Micha, Diana, Tim Vogel, Darina, ganz viele andere noch, die haben zum Beispiel kleine Blitz-Session-Gruppen gegründet. Schließt euch doch einfach mal untereinander zusammen, findet eure Accountability-Partners und dann macht doch einfach mal richtig viel Noise. Macht doch einfach mal richtig Alarm und dann dreht doch mal richtig am Rad. Weil nur indem wir auch dann diese ganzen 3 Komponenten gemeinsam ausführen, kommen wir auch dahin, wo wir hinwollen. Das war's von meiner Seite. Ich gebe einfach nochmal das Wort an die liebe Ruby-Direktorin Katja Schreiner. Und ich bedanke mich und Leute, es wird einfach nur phänomenal.
Wow, wow, wow. Ich bin so dankbar, dass wir diesen Call aufgezeichnet haben. Vielen, vielen Dank, Anna, dass du wirklich so gut übersetzt hast und alles gedroppt hast und so. Es ist der Wahnsinn. Unser Master, Valeria, wird auf jeden Fall safe die Aufzeichnung hochladen, sodass ich bin überzeugt davon, dass es Sinn macht, vielleicht diesen Call auch ein paar Mal sich anzugucken. Und wichtig ist genau das, was die Anna gesagt hat, dass du jetzt die nächsten 48 Stunden definitiv umsetzt. Weil was du in den nächsten 48 Stunden nicht tust, wirst du in den nächsten 3 Monaten auch nicht machen. Das heißt, wenn du umsetzen willst, wenn du jetzt von diesem Webinar deine Learnings nehmen willst, dann heißt das, jetzt sich hinsetzen und deine Sachen aufschreiben, spätestens in 48 Stunden fertig sein, anfangen, jeden Tag das zu implementieren. Und das ist unsere Challenge an dich und deine Aufgabe, deinen Self-Talk zu schreiben. Wenn du dir nicht sicher bist, dann lass es gerne nochmal kontrollieren oder halt die Ideen sammeln. Und ganz, ganz wichtig ist, und das könnten wir nächste Woche bei den Calls einfach mal abchecken, dass wirklich ihr hergeht und sagt, okay, Punkt Nummer 1, ich schreibe mein Self-Talk runter in den nächsten 48 Stunden. Und Punkt Nummer 2, ich kaufe mein Dubai-Ticket, weil sobald Jinan als Double Diamond Director auf der Bühne ist, bin ich diejenige, die da ist, die klatscht, die ruft, die sich freut für diesen Double Diamond, weil diese Frau es einfach so verdient hat. Und ich wünsche dir, dass du die Wertschätzung ihr gegenüber bringst, dein Dubai-Ticket holst und klatschst, sobald sie auf die Bühne geht, weil das ist das Mindeste, was sie verdient hat für das, was sie uns alles gegeben hat, hier for free. In diesem Sinne, einen wunderschönen Abend euch und ja, let's rock!